This is Oglala Lakota Country. History dub us as the Sioux. But we're actually 15 bands of the Sioux, so to speak. One of the bands is called the Oglalas. Oglalas, there's an interpretation of who they are and what they represent. They're free to roam as they choose. This is where we reside currently. We were put into this place, what's called a reservation in Lakota Country. In 1890, there was a lot of Lakota still here who were wanting to be free. And then there was other fractions that were coming to the Pine Ridge Reservation because it was really getting to be a struggle to be free. Sitting Bull and a whole lot of other tribes actually fought with the 7th Cavalry and defeated the 7th Cavalry. So at this time, there were remnants of the 7th Cavalry here, and they were guarding this reservation. They were coming to the res, and they got stopped by the 7th Cavalry at Wounded Knee Creek, and they were forced to camp out there. A scuffle broke out. In the end, the 7th Cavalry killed all of them, women and children. It was really cold out. As they fell, they froze to the ground. So they just left the bodies there. It was such a historical trauma event to the people, not only because it happened and how terrible it was, but also because Sitting Bull prophesized it. Life was over. I was born and raised here. A lot of my family is still here, a lot of friends, and we come back often for ceremonies, for family reunions, and unfortunately for a lot of funerals. Suicide has become an epidemic. It's affected every family here. My family has been touched with suicide. Seen it again with another family, and then again with another family.
On the res, it's kind of hard to find a job. You either got to have the last name or you're selling drugs to make money. We've been on a downfall because on the res, it's a repeated process of getting drunk, arguing, fighting, killing, rape, murder. This is my home, my suburban. I'm kind of not getting along with some of my family members on both sides. Alcohol, it plays a big part in this reservation, and it hurts. That's why I'm in this spot right now. But the skateboarding, I just pushed through it.
There was no skateboarders on the res when I started. Back then, we was the oddballs. We was, the outcasts. Quite a few of my friends are not here anymore, and it's really sad.
We know it's there. We don't want to ignore it, but we also don't want to give it a billboard. The connections we've made over this journey with the Stronghold Society has led us to Jim Murphy, who runs Wounded Knee Skateboards out in New York.
In 1998, me and Andy Kessler came up with the name Wounded Knee Skateboards.
We made such a good connection about what his vision and what his mission is for that company, and I had the same about the need here for our youth. They needed something to do.
What you see here was built in mid-October of 2011. This skate park gives them something to look forward to every day. It just occupies their mind. It becomes such an obsession because you have a top-grade skate park that you can deal with all the emotions you're feeling of why you're depressed or why you're angry. You can work that all out here at the skate park. And you got a family of skaters here to support you.
Instill that hope, inspire them to want to live life. When you think about it, inspire literally means to be in spirit. And to be in spirit is what Lakota way of life is. We're connected to spirit.
I started skating when the park was built. That's the only thing that we can do down here. I thought I was a righty at first. I didn't have very good balance. I kept on messing up and I didn't know why.
And it's about your generation. That's why this whole movement is started and why it's here and what we're doing. And that whole vision started with Mr. Jim Murphy.
After the contest, I want to get together with all the skaters and we want to talk about what you would specifically like to see finished off in the park. Minute 30, judges, make some noise! Yeah, the fakie, yeah, Brandon. Style it.
I'm feeling happy. I always wanted to represent. Finally got a chance.
He's only been skating this bowl since October. Elijah's ripping. I can't believe the level he's skating at now. All these kids out here have that level of talent, and it just proves to me that you just got to build them the same level stuff that kids are skating from around the world. And then once you build a really good skate park, you're going to have more kids who are going to want to skate it, but then you got to get them boards. And the kids I already hook up out here now, they go through boards every other month because they're amped and they're skating hard 8 hours a day.
I will shred this.
There's two parts of that prophecy that Sitting Bull foresaw. One was the massacre itself. It ended at Wounded Knee. But the other half of the prophecy was it also begins at Wounded Knee. Pine Ridge is the second biggest reservation in the United States. So to just put one here doesn't make a whole lot of sense. We want to build the Wounded Knee 4-direction skate parks. We're actually going to put one near Wounded Knee in the Manderson area. One here in Pine Ridge, another one in the Kyle area, and another part of the Thunder Valley CDC project. So we'll have the 4, and with the 4 we'll host events and stuff, and we'll actually connect the communities through the youth, through these skate parks. So the idea behind that is to give that beauty back to Wounded Knee. Because before the massacre, Wounded Knee Creek is a beautiful place. I think if we don't, those spirits in the grave will never rest. Until they see us thrive and fully live again, I don't think they'll ever rest. Some of these kids were probably seen as the most hardcore kids in Pine Ridge.
If I had never hooked up with Walt and Jim and the skate park, I'd still be doing the same shit, man. Guys like those guys, man, that have hope and give hope to other people, you know. Give other people purpose, man. I had never thought me skating would ever mean anything to anybody else, but it means a lot to those guys, and those guys mean a lot to us.
Now with this park there and these kids being the ones cleaning it up, taking care of it, and they're skating every day and teaching these younger kids every day.
They didn't run to anyone else first, so that makes me really happy, you know? It's not about fame and attention. It's just about doing what you love to do in life, you know? And skateboarding and helping these kids is for my life.
I don't want to be another just bummed out drunk. I want kids to take advice from me because I've been there.
It makes me proud. It makes me realize that what I'm doing with this company is a good thing.
I don't know, it's just a beautiful thing. Murph and I get in the car and we talk. We did it, we're doing it. And it's something we both wanted to do real passionately. It's really hard because you wish you could have did it faster. Maybe we'd still have some of these other kids here. But at the same time, you just got to smile and say, yeah, we're doing it.
If it weren't for Walt, Jim, and all of them, then I wouldn't be able to be this good at skating. I wouldn't be able to do all the things that I can now.
You're not a human on a spiritual journey, you're a spirit on a human journey. And it's a matter of how do you find that purpose and that meaning. Well, I think I found mine. I'm not only hopeful, I actually see that everything's going to turn around, that this epidemic will go away. And we're not just building skate parks, we're changing the mindset.